Get over here!
How am I gonna do this? I want to have these 3 units, like, just take these guys out right now. And I can do it, because these guys are gonna pose no threat to them.
Okay, I think we should just do it.
Alright then.
Oh right, Lucius doesn't have any heals left.
Okay, good. I can get 100% accuracy on all of them.
Okay.
But, yeah. What do you think of that?
I love it.
Like, again, like, I will have showed, like, a footage of it earlier.
I have an idea of what it's gonna look like.
It is hilarious, dude. But yeah, again, thanks to Shy Ranger for telling me about that.
Wow,
Seriously,
thanks, man.
dude, thanks a lot.
That was cool. I learned something today. I love learning things.
Alright, so, moving on. Actually, now that I think about it, I gotta, like, Vita and Hector are going to take care of the reinforcements, the Wyvern reinforcements that come out from the south.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm going to have Vita and Merlinus start getting acquainted. I am so curious as to what that's going to be.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I never really get to use Vita, unfortunately.
It's because she's that classic promoted unit that you don't think that you would use. But everyone else you already have is, like, uber powerful, and you're already attached to them on an emotional level.
Well, she's so late game, too.
Exactly.
I mean,
and yet
I
she's
don't
not
usually use Heath, either. By that point, I'm usually just...
and yet she's not the
it.
latest character you can get. Oddly enough.
I think she might be the last character we get in this game, aside from the one. But we're not gonna get Carla.
Yeah, we're not gonna get Carla. Yeah, we got Corel already.
Yeah. So I think it's just a Greybeard.
No.
No?
There's another one. Alright, I'm gonna buy, like, 5 of these.
Oh, yeah. There's a Renault.
Yeah.
I always forget about Renault.
I'm going to buy some Lightnings as well.
Sure, okay.
And 1 Shine. That should be enough.
Okay.
Alright, let's have Farina join these guys, and I think we're good. Lucius! Okay, have you noticed that Lucius, every time he gets damaged, there's a high likelihood that he's gonna crit?
Yep. His is a wrathful, vengeful god.
Jeez, Lucius. For how serene he is, he's pretty merciless.
He's pretty great.
Oh, he's certainly great. There's no doubt about that.
It's not he who is merciless, because he is but a vessel for the light of Saint Elamine.
Elamine or Elamine?
Let's say Elamine.
I don't know, like, Elamine, like, that just seems like too many syllables.
I was wondering if it was Vita, or Veda, or maybe even Vaida.
Ooh, Vaida sounds cool.
I've always... Like Aida, like the opera?
Yeah, I've always said Vita, because... and it begins again.
I'm not even mad. I'm not... I know you thought I was gonna...
Oh, boy!
That looked even cooler because he's glowing hot pink.
Kinda did, actually.
That was like twirling neon death.
We have a new name. Owain would be proud.
Twirling neon death!
Oh man, these guys have no chance.
They're just breaking their heads against the steel wall.
Alright, more reinforcements. I'm going to have Vita just next to Merlinus the entire time. What do you have anyway? You just have a spear. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just have her do this. You know, now that I think about it, Vita can just stay there, and Hector can just leave.
Probably.
Because I don't want Hector taking any more hits, or like any
Why don't
more
we just back Hector off? Don't have him leave entirely, because I don't know how she's going to do in melee range against the Wyverns.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But they're probably just going to attack Merlinus.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Alright then,
They know they shouldn't attack Merlinus, but he's just so beguiling in his tent. You know that tent is full of loot, you have to attack it.
Boink. Split down the middle, jeez! You're right, that is, like, debilitating to watch.
Yeah. Now there are two smaller U's.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. I am surprised at how unbelievably well this chapter is going. And, okay, comments about Nino?
Yeah.
Her dodging's good.
Yeah, that's some pretty good dodging.
Like, really good. It's not like, what was the character from, Binding Blade that is just really, really weak, but you have to keep her alive?
Oh.
Not Sophie, I think it starts with an S.
I can't think of it right now.
I don't remember. It's during that desert chapter that is so unbelievably annoying.
I'm overdue to replay Binding Blade.
Okay, here's the thing about Binding Blade. That chapter in particular, mind you. In order to get the Gaiden chapter for that specific for that specific chapter, it's a fog of war in the desert. It's a fog of war in the desert.
Yep. You want to move? You can't. You want to see? You can't.
And you have to keep that character alive, and she's a level 1 shaman, inaccurate, with flux, and you have to do it, and you have to beat the chapter in 25 turns, or you don't get the Gaiden chapter. It is infuriating.
Infuriating.
Thank you, sorry.
It's not even infuriating, it's the
just
entire furiating.
Yes.
It's outfuriating.
Absolute furiation. What am I saying?
People are always either overwhelmed or underwhelmed.
Why isn't anyone ever just whelmed?
I hear that's getting a 3rd season, actually, Young Justice.
I know, I heard. I'm so happy about that.
Speaking of fun words, I recently found out gruntled is a word, and it is the opposite of disgruntled. You can just be gruntled.
What does disgruntled mean, anyway?
Like upset.
Right. And
Yeah.
so gruntled means happy?
Yeah, content. I'm perfectly gruntled.
That's weird. Like, I would not expect a word like gruntled to mean happiness and joy.
I love the English language, it's so stupid.
It's so dumb! The English language is horrible!
Well, because it's a, because it's the result of a bunch of tribal languages from the Gaelics being overtaken and, annexed by the Holy Roman Empire, which spoke Latin, which is a Romantic language, so it is two completely conflicting language types smashing against each other.
That says a lot.
And we have words that are straight from Germanic and words that are straight from French.
I mean, it totally makes sense. Still, it's just... okay, have you ever watched I Love Lucy?
Yes.
There was this one... there's this one episode, it's one of my favorite moments in the entire series. By the way, I think it's Sophia.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yes, it's Sophia.
Okay.
Anyway, it's one of my favorite moments during the entire series is when Lucy is talking to her husband, and the husband's Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Spanish actor during those times was really, really awesome. But she told him about how the English language is just, like, terrible.
Yeah.
And told him to read a bedtime story, like he was, like telling a bedtime story to his son, right?
Yeah.
And it was absolute gold because he was going through, like, words that just had the similar spelling, but were said completely differently. It's like, and the farmer went around and cut and like took care of the trees by cutting their branches and bushes. and Lucy's like, bushes? And then she sees it and it's like, boughs. O-U-G-H is boughs? Yep. Okay. Boughs. And then it like goes on to the next line and it's like, like going forward in it, it's like, and the sawdust made him wheeze and gow. Cough.
It is cow. Yeah.
And then after that, it's like, and after that, his workday was through. Okay, I've had enough. Or should I say, Enu?
Enu.
I love that moment in I Love Lucy. It's absolute genius.
Okay, I had to look this up to remember exactly how it says, but... If you took the W in answer, and the H in ghost, and the extra A in aardvark, and the T in listen, you could say what, but no one would be able to hear you because the entire word would be silent.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
This is why I like the English language. It's fun.
It's terrible!
It's a beautiful mess.
It's absolute garbage.
It's a melting pot, like our country. Even though English is from England, it's not from America. But it's just this like beautiful compromise of languages.
I can't tell whether that's deep or that's just what's it called? Or that's just insulting.
No, I mean it as the highest compliment. I think it's a really cool language. Granted, it's the only language I speak.
Right. Yeah, I speak Spanish, and the Spanish language, let me tell you guys, sounds great.
No, I mean, even though I don't understand it well, I think Spanish and Italian are both beautiful languages as being pure romantic languages.
So is French, isn't it?
Yeah, French is very different, but also, it's...
Yeah. Look at all this.
I'm afraid to say any languages I don't like, because that would be mean. So I'm just avoiding mentioning ones that I think... But
I mean, it has been spoken of, like, languages that just objectively sound unpleasant. I mean...
I guess unless you speak them.
Unless you speak them, I guess, but even then, it's like, there are certain languages that just sound like,
People are gonna wonder what they are now, and I feel like we're gonna get trapped into saying it and start some kind of controversy.
I'm actually willing to say it right now. There's one language in particular, here's the thing. I like how it sounds because it sounds very cool, but it is a very, I guess you could say, disgruntling language.
Okay.
It's German.
I was thinking that too.
I thought you were! Like, I would be skipping all this travel right now, but one, we're having a really good conversation here, and two, this is happening.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to show the impenetrable tent.
It's not even a tent anymore, it's a cart!
Right.
It's
yeah, I forgot.
Like, we got an impenetrable cart right now, and a bunch of, like, geeky wyverns are trying to penetrate it, and it's not working.
One of the commenters in one of our... I think it was the episode with Kashuna.
Yeah?
Or no, it wasn't Kashuna, it was another one. But gave my favorite explanation for it. It's that Merlinus is also storing everybody's spare armor in the convoy. So, like, right on the other side of the tarp is, like, all this metal.
Oh, okay.
That was my favorite headcanon I've seen so far.
By the way, I just realized something. That spear's running out.
You have a weapon supplier right there.
Yeah! This actually turned out to be a really good idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I like it.
I can't wait to see what's gonna happen here. Okay, so something about Lloyd here. We haven't addressed him until now. He's got a light brand. Very powerful weapon. And he's got the Iron Rune. Very incredible item. A device that negates enemy critical attacks. So we can't crit this guy. Now, he's not going to move from this throne.
Okay.
Except on one condition. If we have Nino talk to him. And their conversation is heart-wrenching. And really awesome. Here's the caveat with that, though.
Okay.
Once Nino talks to him, Lloyd will not attack Nino. But he will leave his throne and attack anyone else in range. So the instant you talk to him with Nino, he starts moving and getting on the offensive.
Oh my gosh.
I have an idea on how we can beat him easily, though.
Why are you trying to kill me?
I'm just gonna start saying I have an idea for everything now, just to spite you.
Oscar, I thought we were friends.
Yeah, well, dude, consider that the idea that I have is right in front of us.
The Pegasi rockets?
Put it together.
Okay.
Good.
Alright.
So let's keep that in mind. Meanwhile, yeah. Oh, now that I think about it, yeah, we can have some support conversations going on right now.
Yeah, we can set those up. I forget which ones we were even trying to get.
Let's see if we can remind ourselves. I know we were putting together Eric and Sarah, so we can set that up.
Yeah, we were doing...
we were doing Farina and Dorcas.
Farina and Dorcas, right. We didn't bring Sane. It was gonna be Fiora and Sane, but we don't have him.
Yeah, we don't. Oh, man. Well, okay, we were also gonna do Oswin and Matthew.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, so let's set those up, while Vita breaks her spear.
Yeah, now they're going after Vita.
To no avail.
Vaida.
Alright, let's get her some weapons, shall we? Oh yeah, she can... Yo, she can use silver swords? What is her weapon? What is her weapon? Oh!
Yeah, she's...
That explains it!
She's a powerful burn general. She came prepared.
No kidding. Let's get one of those iron swords. And an iron lance. I think that'll be good for now.
Which I'm pretty sure is the most military proficient nation in Elib.
Yeah, probably. Alright. Yes. Also, Jafar. Nino. Okay, Jafar and Nino.
Okay.
Matthew. And Oswin.
Okay.
Dorcas
and
with
Farina.
Where's Farina? Okay, there she is. Sarah. With Eric. Dorcas. With, Farina's right here, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with the sprites.
Did we finish Lucius and Raven?
Did we? I don't think we did. No, we...
Oh,
no, we
yes!
did not!
Yes!
Lucius and Raven! Okay, we got, everyone else, right?
Yeah.
What are these? Okay. I'm going to separate these two.
Okay.
Because I don't want, Okay, you... Yeah. Yeah, you're with Sane.
Yeah, Florina's the one who's never gonna have an A support, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And meanwhile... Because you got everything, right? Yes. Okay. I know how I'm gonna do this. You got everything as well, and so did Hector, for that matter.
Okay.
Alright, I think we have our supports set up. Meanwhile... I mean, now that he has a tent, like, wouldn't he just, like, be able to dodge so incredibly well that, like, he has such control over his card that he's able to dodge wyvern attacks?
That's really hard for me to picture. Unless
it's easier to picture than an iron forged tent.
It's the Iron Curtain. He's secretly a Soviet.
The context of that scares me.
Sorry. It's better than his cart being freaking chitty chitty bang bang flying up in the air.
Flying up in the air?
Yeah.
I was just suggesting that he knows how to control his horse.
I'm thinking maybe it's like the DeLorean. Like, well, we're going, my lord, we won't need roads.
I mean, it's true. Fiora, you're down here.
Yeah, that cart handles incredibly well, considering that we're basically never on the road.
Hey, that's Merlinus for you. He's resourceful.
Merlinus gets it done.
Alright, I like to be symmetrical.
Yeah, this is nice. It's very aesthetically pleasing.
I believe we're done with the wyvern reinforcements. That's the best part.
Yep.
Okay, so now here's the question. We can approach Lloyd at any time. This is the last guy we're gonna deal with.
Okay.
So, do you want to grind for, his support for a little bit?
I think we should at least get one for Vaida and Merlinus, because we're not going to get a lot of chances.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. So, let's grind for Vaida and Merlinus, and, once they have a support, we'll see, what else we got, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Alright. We're not gonna speed up quite yet, because we still got that guy to deal with.
She's got to finish proving her loyalty to Hector.
I mean... Actually, I just realized that. Like, Hector's right there just watching.
He's like, yeah, go on.
Prove your loyalty. You just proved your loyalty. Thank you. We trust you now.
She kind of just proved her disloyalty to all those... I guess those were Black Fang wyverns.
Yeah, they are Black Fang wyverns.
They couldn't be burn wyverns.
Alright, yeah. We're gonna skip ahead, guys, so see you guys in a bit.
Yeah!
So that took way longer than I was
Ooh.
expecting. Like, do they just not get along that it takes them forever?
I mean, I guess she's just not very talkative.
I guess not. Well, actually, yeah, she really isn't. But, thankfully, we got a lot more supports out of the deal.
Yeah, so...
Like, look at all this.
Woohoo!
Alright, so... Jafar and Nino already had theirs, so... Let's start with Raven and Lucius.
I'll do Lucius.
You do Lucius? Okay. How are you of late? No fits, I assume?
None at all. I'm quite well. Sorry to be a worry to you. Lord Elwood, Lord Hector, Lady Lynn... all have been very kind to me. I've never been in better health.
I see. Good to hear. Lucius, there's something I would like to ask you.
What, my lord?
Uther, Lord of Austria brought House Cornwall down, killed my parents. Do you believe this to be true?
I know the Marquess was killed by someone. There can be no mistaking that. But, as to whether it was the Lord of Austria, I have my doubts.
Yes. I was so distraught at the time, and I believed the rumors without question, without doubt. I truly did not care whether the Lord of Austria was guilty or not. I merely wanted to find a victim for the rage inside me.
That I can understand.
And you were right there all along. I should have tried to understand.
Lord Raymond.
Meeting Ella would really open my eyes. I know that the Marquess of Austria is not behind the attack now. Someday, yes, someday when this war is over, I'll go searching for the truth. And I'll pay Austria back for my suspicions in full.
Excellent.
Except, I want you to stay home.
What? You are too cruel. Why?
I want someone to go home to, you see? So go back, and wait.
Why don't you marry? Then there would be someone at home. And I could journey with you.
I need no bride to jabber at me. There's enough jabbering going on around here already.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
My case in point.
Wait, Lord Raymond!
Best of friends, everybody.
Best of friends.
Sorry for that, like, I got a little trigger
Line.
there.
Line!
You should have said that.
I should. I froze up.
Alright, next up. Eric and Sarah.
I'll take Sarah.
Yeah.
Hi, Eric!
You again.
What have you been doing? You're supposed to protect me! So, hurry up and start protecting!
Why should I have to protect you? I have not been ordered to do so.
What are you talking about? My orders are good enough.
Look, I don't think you understand.
Well, someone would have ordered you to eventually, anyway. Both Lord Elwood and Lord Hector are captivated by my charm. So, wait. Wouldn't that make me this army's... leader? Wow, I didn't even know I had that kind of power!
You are a member of House Austria, are you not? So why are you putting on such airs? In some ways, I actually envy you.
Oh, really? Well, it's always nice to receive compliments.
I really do envy you.
I love her. I love her.
Eric, I'm so in agreement right now. You. You annoy me so much.